welcome to our Crazy Life Scotland and What I Eat in the Day video. For anyone who is new to this channel, my name's Fiona. I do the ketogenic diet for health and weight loss reasons, and I also do intermittent fasting, the 16-8, which means that I tend to eat between about 10:30 in the morning and 6:30 at night, and then I fast the rest of the time. Again, that's for health reasons as well as weight loss. So that is me. I have been putting up keto grocery haul videos, however I haven't this week because I got a lot of my food from a local butcher shop, so it wouldn't really be relevant to everyone, so I thought I would do a what I eat in a day instead. So it is almost 10:30 now, so it's time for me to get my coffee sorted. How you doing? So here we have my coffee. It is a gingerbread Nespresso pod with some double cream and butter toffee Jordan skinny syrup for a bit of flavour and sweetness, and my new secret ingredient, which is the Seven Hills whole food cacao butter. Now that's the little discs that you saw in the jar that look a bit like white chocolate buttons. Now the reason I've started using these is I follow the lovely Ginger from Ginger's Keto in the UK, and I saw, oh, that's it. I saw, that's now on the floor. I saw a video by Ginger and she was making like a fat bomb hot chocolate, and I thought, ooh, and I decided to have a look, and she said that you can make it either with coffee or hot chocolate. And sorry if you can hear the noises, the dogs have just got interested. There's Ranach, because I dropped some food. They're like, oh, what was that? But I picked it up, they can't get it. So yeah, she recommended that rather than using MCT oil or coconut oil or butter in a bulletproof coffee or hot chocolate, which I tried before and really didn't like, she uses the cacao butter to help make it nice and fatty and filling. Because I'm not going to go into too much detail, I will link Ginger's channel in the cards and below, so you can go and check her out yourself. But she has some really good sciencey videos, and one of them explains why LCT, long chain triglycerides such as cacao butter, are much better for you on keto than medium chain triglycerides or MCT oil. So I decided that I would get some and give it a go. Now this massive big bag was about £25 on Amazon, I think, but it's massive. You get a kilogram in it. Now Ginger suggests 10 grams at a time in your coffee or hot chocolate. Now I did that before and it was gross. I think you need to work your way up to it. So I used basically 2 of these in my coffee, and that's around 4 grams, and I will possibly work my way up if I think that I need more than that. But as you could see, when you add it, the fat all sort of floats to the surface and it's horrible. So you do need some sort of milk frother to zhuzh it all up and give it a nice creamy, fluffy, wonderful texture. Hold on, I'll show you. Yeah, so that's what it looks like once it's all zhuzhed up. You've not got that horrible fat layer on the top. The cacao butter's mixed right through and it is delicious. So I either like to break my fast with that in the morning as like a bit of a meal replacement, because it is fatty with the cacao butter and the double cream, which is similar to heavy whipping cream in the US, although it's got less carbs. It's 1.6 grams of carbs in the double cream per 100 mils. And I don't measure, I don't do macros or anything, I do lazy keto. As long as I stick to under 20 grams of carbs a day, I'm happy. And the cacao butter has got less than 0.1 grams of carbs per 100 grams. So in those two, there's like 0 carbs in it. And it's just got a lot of lovely fat. I think cacao butter, I think, is basically the fat from the cocoa bean. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it is. So yeah, that is how I make my coffee in the morning or at night. And if I use it in the morning, it's basically my first meal. It's like a meal replacement. And if I use it at night, it sees me through that 16-hour fast. So first meal of the day is my lovely bulletproof coffee. And I will come back later on when I'm having something else. Right, it's now 1 o'clock and I'm feeling hungry for the first time since having my coffee at 10:30. So I'm going to have some soup today. Now this is basically celery soup. I know it doesn't look like it. That I made a few weeks ago and put in the freezer. I've had it defrosting in the fridge since last night. So it's basically celery, chicken stock, a wee bit onion and spices like paprika and things like that. And I'm going to add some carved chicken breast slices for a bit of protein and some creme fraiche for a bit of fat, and that's going to make a nice warming soup for this horrible cold February day. And it's ready. I've just added some pink Himalayan salt and I'll give it a stir up, and there we have some lovely chicken soup. Very warm, very filling and very keto friendly, really quick and easy. That's the kind of lunch that I like, and this is the meal that I always take my electrolyte with. I use the Electrolyte Plus. I take 1 tablet with, of course, my favourite Pepsi Max raspberry. I always take that at lunchtime, and then at night I take vitamin D and an extra magnesium. So I'm going to go and enjoy this, and I'll come back to you when I'm organising dinner later on. Right, so it's 2:30 now and I'm not hungry, but if I get some free time in the afternoon, I like to prepare as much of my dinner as possible and anything else that I'm going to eat later in the day, because when it comes to after school time, 4 o'clock, the girls want their dinner, the puppies want their dinner. Oh, did I say that word? I'm sorry. It's not time yet. And it's just all go at that time. So I prefer to have as much of my dinner prepared as possible. It's definitely not that time. I'm sorry, puppies. I'm talking to the camera, not you. So tonight I am having chicken and chips. I'm having celeriac chips, that is. So I've got a celeriac here, and I'm basically just going to peel it and cut it into chips, pop it in the pan and parboil it, and then pop them in the oven. So that is what I'm going to do just now. Right, so that's my celeriac chopped into chip shapes. I'm going to parboil them for about 10 minutes, and then I'll pop them on some kitchen roll and pat them as dry as possible before popping them onto an oven tray. While they're boiling, I thought I would show you the chicken that we're having. Now, it's actually from a local butcher's, and it's 3 drumsticks and 3 thighs. Now, the thing with this is I don't have any nutritional information. So when I look at the ingredients, there is some sugar, but it's near the bottom, so I'm hoping it's going to be fine. What I am going to do though, and I'll do it on camera for you, is I will check my ketone levels about an hour and a half after I eat them, just to see for the future whether it has affected my ketones or not. I won't check my ketones before it because I know I am in ketosis, and ketone strips, blood strips, are expensive, so I won't check before, but I will check after just to see if it had any effect. And also, it's not got any cooking instructions, so I'm just going to pop them in the oven and hope for the best. And I'll be having the thighs, and my hubby will be having the drumsticks because he's not keen on thighs. Also, while my celeriac is cooking, I'm going to make my chaffle for my supper later. So I'm just going to mix 1 egg with a tablespoon of cocoa powder, 2 tablespoons of the banana split Jordan Skinny syrup to give it a nice flavour and to sweeten it up, and 50 grams of mozzarella cheese, and put it in my waffle maker. So that's all mixed together. Pop it in the waffle maker now. That's it, ready to go. Bye bye, chaffle. I love chaffles because they're so easy to make, really quite quick to prepare. They take maybe about 15-20 minutes to actually cook, but once they're in the waffle maker, you don't need to do anything. And nutrition-wise, they're just brilliant for keto. So that is my chaffle for later. Right, so my chips have been parboiled, they're nice and soft, and I've just dried them with some kitchen roll, popped them on a baking tray with greaseproof paper, and I'm just going to lightly cover them with some of the garlic infused olive oil. Pop them in a preheated oven at about, I like to cook them quite low for a while, so I put them in at 180 just until they're done. It could be 45 minutes, an hour. I just keep a wee eye on them and then just take them out when I think they're ready. So I've just popped the chicken into an oven-proof dish, and I'm going to pop that into the oven along with the celeriac chips just at the 180, and after about 25 minutes I'll have a wee check on them and see whether they're looking cooked or not, because it doesn't say what to do, so I'm just going to make it up as I go along. That's my cooking for you. There we go, so I'll just keep an eye on them. It's 3:05 at the moment, so I will check them both about 3:30, and meantime let's check on the chaffle. And the chaffle's looking good, so I'm going to take that out now and lay it to the side, and I'll show you what I do with that later on. So here we have it, keto friendly chicken and chips. I decided to just take 2 chicken thighs. I gave my husband the extra thigh, even although he's not that keen, because I'm actually not that hungry after having my soup earlier, and I've just got a small amount of celeriac chips because there are still carbs in them, and again I'm not really that hungry, and Jack's got most of the chips. So he will heat his up when he comes in from work, and I'm just going to eat mine just now. Well, that was delicious, can you tell? It was really, really good. I hope that that chicken doesn't affect my ketones too much, because I would definitely have that again. So it's now 4:15. I will check my ketones about 5:45. And hopefully, I'll check my blood sugar as well, and hopefully I am still in ketosis, which means that whatever was on the jerk seasoning wasn't too bad for me. I know there was sunflower oil in it, and you know, they're really not great for you, but in terms of affecting the ketosis, I don't think there was a lot of sugar or anything like that in it. So we will see. So I will come back to you later on when I'm doing that. Right, so it's been just over an hour and a half since I finished eating, and I'm going to use all my gear to check my blood glucose and ketones. So this is my ketones. 0.9, that's cool. Right, I'll just quickly do my sugar. .5, so my sugar's a wee bit high, but my sugar's always high, but my ketones are still good. I'll work out my GTI and I'll come back to you. Right, so that gives me a glucose ketone index of 7.2, which means I'm in a low level of ketosis, which isn't ideal. I am usually in either moderate or high level. However, I'm in ketosis, and that is important. I just won't have that meal very often. I think that it has definitely affected me. However, I'm still in ketosis. My ketones are 0.9, which is good. It's just my blood glucose is a little bit on the high side. So I am going to put all this stuff away now and then show you what I'm going to do with my chaffle. Okay, so here is the chocolate banana chaffle that I made earlier. The banana just comes from the flavouring of the skinny syrup. So I'm going to top it with some extra thick, rich and indulgent double cream from Waitrose, which is 2.6 grams of carbs per 100 ml. And then I'm going to put on some of the Banoffee Pie zero sugar skinny syrup from Skinny Food Company. There we have it, my Banoffee cream chaffle. This is the last thing I'm going to be eating tonight. Yum. Because it's 6 o'clock, so this will be perfect to end my eating window. The fat from the cream will tide me over until 10:30 tomorrow morning. So there we have it. That is everything that I've had to eat today on keto. I had my coffee, then I had my soup, I had my dinner, and then my choffle, which was amazing. And other than that, all I've had is my Raspberry Pepsi Max, which I love. No, I haven't been drinking water. I'm terrible for drinking water, but hey ho, at least I'm eating right. So, I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. I hope you've maybe found it useful. If so, please hit the thumbs up button so that I know that you like it. Please feel free to comment below. I'm going to try and put up at least one keto video a week, either what I eat in a day or my keto grocery haul if I've got something new. There's no point in me putting the same thing up every single week, but if I get something new, then I'll put up a grocery haul. Other than that, I'll do what I eat in a week, or a sort of sciencey based type video. If you've got any questions, any comments, please feel free to comment down below. I do love hearing from you, and I will always reply. Right, I'm going to head off now and get this daughter of mine up to the youth cafe, and I will see you in my next one. Thanks very much, everyone.